some of these competitors in front of us, grand finals. I was talking to Red Oolong before this set started, and he mentioned going Byleth instead of his like usual Wii Fit or something like that.
This is interesting. Like Oolong has quite a stable of characters, and this is one that has frustrated Dex in the past, but he has the experience with Pink Fresh's Byleth. So we'll have to see what Oolong can add matchup.
But the thing about top players is they all can have a different flavor of their character. I mean, we know that enough with ZD and Dexter on that Wolf. But while ZD is tearing up bears tonight, I presume we are going to have Red Oolong in the winner's side of Grand Finals here. Dex wants his payout. He wants his gold for the evening.
All the way from loser's side of bracket, potentially. Landing that forward smash on the air dodge in. And no respect to the side B.
Yeah, the fact that you don't respect Byleth's recovery of all things is a big old feat.
Bold.
Not getting the conversion, though, that's unfortunate. That's a back air to the face.
You may not get your conversion, but you can get this boot for consolation prize.
Red Oolong gets a boot to the head.
Oh, gets the roll in, though. Take this indeed.
Oh, my goodness. That's how you put Dexter on blast.
That's a commitment. Like, this man reacted to any kind of movement with that down smash.
Exactly. He has the trigger finger. He sees it, lines it up, gets that real quick, but now he's kind of getting clawed up by this Wolf. And that's kind of what happens with Wolf O'Donnell. He gets one hit, Dexter converts it really easily into a bunch of different strings, and already at 72, putting Red Oolong in the hot seat, it's tough.
Oolong tried to, like, crouch Wolf Nair. That's something that, like, it works with Wii Fit Trainer. I don't know that it works with Byleth.
That's the difference. If you play a character with, I want to say, interesting properties like Wii Fit, you got to be aware that some things are not always one-to-one translation, and that duck, that crouch, is one of those such things.
Oh, definitely. It is a tool best utilized on that Wii Fit, perhaps not for Byleth, but we'll have to see if Oolong goes back to the well with that one. Missing the dash grab right there is Dexter, nearly paying with the stock, and it feels like Dexter's winning neutral more and pinning Oolong to the corner, but the second that this actually goes to a point where Oolong has full stage control, like these Nair confirms have just been flustering Dex.
Indeed. And that's some scoops, a little bit of Haagen-Dazs for Red Oolong there, lickety-split. And also before the set, Red Oolong said he does not look forward to fighting Dexter. You saw that down smash, though.
Yeah, it was coming out.
He's letting it rip.
Coming down with the Angel platform, invulnerability, just like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit a button. What do you got to say about it?
Might as well. Little shield breaker. Ooh, it's just a quick jump over up smash to take that stock all around. Pretty impressive stuff. Red Oolong keeping it nice, competitive. Didn't even know they had a Byleth, but they're kind of cooking with it.
Yeah, I haven't seen this in bracket before, and so far, definitely no mean feat to take Dexter this quick. The question is he going to learn it?
Red Oolong worked really hard to get here, too, getting some, I don't think they were seeded to get this high tonight, but certainly paid off in dividends, that's for sure. It's the Twitter suspension power, I would imagine.
I've seen that, unfortunate for Oolong. The immediate, like, stick drift 3 into, like, 5 salty tweets into mass reporting.
That's why you got to keep your salt in the venue, folks. You don't want to advertise it too loud for everyone to hear. That stuff stays.
I think like all of North Carolina just said, no, this guy, we got him.
Don't leave a paper trail, kids.
Exactly.
That's the first step. Never leave a paper trail.
Exactly. Can't give the feds no evidence.
It's true. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. Trying to get back. Oh, not quite. But Dexter's kind of waiting to tap this in. I mean, look at that percentage. But
yeah, it's just one away.
This could be Oolong's game.
Speaking of tapping it in right there, Oolong going for a drive with that one.
Absolutely. Adjusting the glasses in the player's cam, trying to find some traction here. Not quite. Staying cool, calm, and collected in the corner.
Does get to confirm, and look at that damage right there. It looked like Dexter held all the way straight up, and he very nearly tied super early.
What was that DI? I'll never know, but that's the back of that should honestly kill, because look at that, all that rage.
Tipper back air, max rage, 100% more than enough to claim Dexter's stuff.
No hesitation.
No hesitation indeed from Oolong. Game 1 with the, I want to say, the unusual character.
Yes, not a character. Oolong plays a couple different characters, but the Byleth is not one we're used to seeing. That is absolutely correct.
Not only is it not one that we're used to seeing, but like the playstyle is a little bit different too.
Yes.
Like it feels like what Oolong thrives with is characters that basically can compel you to approach. Byleth is more of like a bait and punish character. Like you have safe shield pressure with that neutral layer, and then sick confirms right after it.
It's so nice that you just didn't call him a camper, but you called him a camper, which is true. Right along, you know, that me gunner, that Wii Fit. This is a character that's scrapping. This is a character that's running around people with that nair.
I mean, sometimes you need to pull out the thesaurus letter, Ray.
It's true.
That's always my problem. I'm allowed to hate if I make it sound like I'm not.
I'm sorry, my small lexicon and meager vernacular are not quite up to par.
As he says, lexicon and vernacular. Nonsense.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is a man with more degrees than he has pairs of shoes.
That's true. I need to go to DWS some other time. DSW, whatever it is, you know what it is.
Exactly.
That's a lot of shield damage, and that's some scoops again for Dexter here, getting that first stock in game 2.
It's always a problem. You can go ahead and get some safe shield pressure with, or some shield pressure with that, but it is not safe if you're going for that full down air.
Absolutely.
Have to be aware of the tools Wolf has.
Dexter catching a little bit on in terms of the nairs, and that's a fun little Wolf flash for flavor, that's for sure.
Solid damage, too. It feels like that's something that we haven't seen Oolong do. He used that up B for the first time, and we already saw that Dexter understood what the DI is in those spots.
Dexter's just hunting Oolong down right now. This is pretty brutal, gotta say. I know the Wolf's a mercenary, but relax. Actually, they're both mercenaries, and that's another kill.
True.
That's another stock taken by Dexter.
And with the same exact thing, an unsafe landing into an up smash. It's second verse, same as the first. Missed tech right there, and Dexter barely missing that pivot grab.
You can see the shimmy and the shake coming in from Dex there. Not quite going to kill off that up tilt. What can Red Oolong do to even get themselves on the board here, Scabs?
I feel like he needs to get some kind of stage control here. Like, what is the big tool that every Byleth wants to toss out? That neutral air. And he hasn't really had the opportunity to get Dex stuck in shield so that he can easily get the cross out and the poke. Instead, the third up smash will claim the stock. And after a solid game 1, Dexter sending a message with a 3 stock in game 2.
Yeah, all of those notes you were talking about might have to wait till game 3, Scabs, as we continue on, because Dexter did not give Oolong a chance to put himself on the board in the slightest. And that's pretty brutal.
I mean, Oolong does have a full set to play with, so we can go ahead and keep the Byleth out if we want to.
And sure enough,
looks like
that's the benefit of being in Winterside. You have that chance to play around with your characters, try to find something that really fits. Worst case scenario, you reset it and you can go Wii Fit, you can go Wii Gunner. Although I'm not too sure how confident Red Oolong would be in that scenario.
I feel like Gunner is not, like, both of those are kind of rough matchups for Wolf.
Reflectors, you know, the buttons.
Reflectors plus transcendent projectile is bigger than yours.
It's not a good look for your usual zoning characters, that's for sure.
And I feel like Wii Fit might have it slightly better than Gunner, but that might just be, it might be very close. I don't think it's great for either one of them. So.
Exactly. So I respect the Byleth pick. And I mean, it got it on the board, so that is something.
So if you need something for Wolf, what is the character that you're going to go for? I think Cloud.
Wolf. Also Wolf. All right, hey, we saw what I did? No.
I think Cloud beats Wolf.
All right, pal. I'm gonna need to take the notes from you after this set, because not something I can wholeheartedly. I mean, that's a me problem, you know. I'm not even on the screen right now. It's Dexter. Dexter knows what's up. He knows his matchups.
True, and we're seeing it so far. Just punishing Byleth and not allowing this character to build up the momentum. The biggest problem with Byleth always been that mobility, and so far it's like Dexter he's not playing close range. He's crossing the character up and then immediately getting the heck out of dodge.
Wolf isn't exactly fast either, but they're just something about it is just so meaty and bulky. It's all the aerials that Wolf brings to the table too. Like everything's so heavy.
I agree, 100%.
Like that Nair, that's a tank.
I'm surprised that is that disjointed. There's no reason to be that disjointed.
That's those neutral airs on those characters certainly have the kicks. That's what I want to say.
He's definitely got them like size 17 Jordans on.
Steel-toed Tims. They're coming in clutch.
All right, toss him off stage with the down throw and just trying to catch that double jump with a blaster. Forces the low recovery. Now, what is the option to get back to ledge? Get back from a ledge. He's the stutter.
I like that. I like that song and dance from Oolong. I like the very careful kind of tiptoeing around Dexter's range, not quite committing, finding an opportunity, punishing, calling him out, getting the stock. I like that.
Certainly not the same old song and dance right there. The up tilt, a wrinkle in the game plan. We haven't seen too much of that so far. That is the problem with those multi-hit nairs. They will trade with Wolf's bigger hitboxes, better hitboxes. Priority doesn't exist no more.
I will say, though, Dexter getting the back air. That's what I'm going to say.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. Oh, who would have thought that Wolf back air would be getting Dexter the stock right now? I, for one, am shocked.
Shocked and appalled that Oolong would allow this to happen.
Unfortunate situation for Oolong, of course. But at that percentage, Byleth got some potent options if you can find them. And
look at how scared he is, though.
Yeah.
He just allowed Dex to run all the way across the stage as Wolf and just get a standing grab.
Jeez, yeah, just getting an F smash or neutral as well. That's pretty brutal. I will say, for the most part, it's hard to ledge trap Byleth, but every once in a while, Dexter's getting brave, and he actually is putting Red Oolong on the defensive. It's normally, they have so many moves that prevent that, but having the comfortability, being in that zone, it's kind of nice. But as I say that, Oolong evening up the stock count, and even though there is that percentage difference, Oolong Code makes them happen.
True, and I do like what we're seeing here for the stage utilization. Like, whenever Oolong gets the opportunity to be underneath that platform, good God, does it look rough for Dexter. The problem is that Dexter's just not giving up that opportunity, particularly frequently. No double jump here. This is it. This is it. Oolong catches the double jump, only needs that one interaction to seal the deal.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Each battle, a chance to grow indeed, Byleth. My goodness, given Wolf a chance to lick his wounds a little bit because that was dirty.
From a 3-stock to that, yeah. That's incredible.
I like the mentality of Oolong, not giving up on the Byleth and then answering back strong.
That stage just felt really good for Oolong, too.
Makes sense, you know, camping onto that center platform, a small combat zone, and not to mention those small blast zones, you can kill with an F smash at like 60%.
That's exactly what we saw. I mean, you can see that into just things like nair, into run-off forward air as well. Like, there's a ton of options that Byleth has to just execute stocks with just the easiest aplomb of low percents.
After that game 3 from Dexter, I thought we were in for the long haul, but this could be, you know, game, set, and match for Red Oolong, especially when you just SD like that. It's the tried and true Scabs.
Is it Tuesday?
Is
it Tuesday, though?
Dexter made his deal with the devil for his smash prowess, but in return, he SDs in a game 5 scenario. And
always.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is what we just saw now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like one of those things where the blues musicians sell their soul to the devil for skills. Dexter sells his first stock.
The devil went down to Maryland. He was looking for a soul to steal.
Dexter only had one to give.
It's true.
Dunmore, he's got the other 2 stocks now.
Not sure.
Usually he wins the games he suicides.
It's very bizarre.
I want to see the stats on that. Trash Day, get on it.
Please.
The legend of SD Dexter.
I mean, we need more Maryland coverage, that's for sure. Got some great names here for tonight. And it could be Red Oolong, the one on top.
But not if these boots have something to say about it. Dexter, just the immediate, short hop, fastball, back air, short hop, fastball, back air. Yep. I'm going to keep doing this until it works, and good God, is it working.
Oh, that was pretty close. Red Oolong getting caught scared.
Yeah, not again, not again.
Yeah, you want to go high, buddy.
He caught the charge. It's like...
yeah, I'm good. I'll be up here if you need me. Red Oolong playing more reserved than just like waiting for Dex to overextend to whiff punish.
Oh, not again, Dexter.
A legendary twofer SD from Dexter.
I mean, there's being charitable, and then there's being generous. 1, you're charitable. 2, that's enough, Dexter.
This is not Mario Party. That was not chump change, Dexter. My goodness, there is not it. I was going to say it, but Red Oolong living by just a thread.
That was a cool frame trap, though, getting the... Yeah. I'm either going to get the forward air back air or the forward air forward smash. It's a true combo, question mark?
Dexter's like ramping up right now too. Like he's moving. He's not really getting touched.
He gets a power up every time he suicides. It's like clockwork.
It's tranquil fury. That's really what it is.
Exactly. He's not mad. He's disappointed in himself.
It's true.
That's dead, I think. Oh my God, that
DLC recovery.
Oh yeah, that is. I should have known better. He paid money for that character.
Weak hit from half stage. Not going to do it either. Yeah, let's just sit shield.
What if we just held shield? Just kidding.
Neutral in this house. Unless. Dexter not quite finding it either. Putting himself in the corner as well. Pretty spooky scenario here. Full stage dash deck not going to kill. 188%. Yeah, exactly.
There we go. The tri-state special, exactly.
Oh, the tri-state twister coming to clutch Red Oolong. My goodness. Is Dexter going to come back from this after SDing twice, Scabs?
It's kind of looking like it let her raid. It feels like each one of those, it was a power-up that he needed.
Red Oolong's kind of shook right now. The defensive options coming out are not what you want to see.
He's been spending the entire game at ledge. Like, I don't think he's ever had the opportunity to play center stage. Just pulling out the gadget saying, do not come in at me from the air.
Okay.
Oh,
my man's nice with it. Okay. Oh, where's your DI, Dexter? You almost died from that.
He got places to, that's place to be DI, 100%.
And he had that too, but he let it rip too soon.
Frames off here. We've seen.
Okay, relax.
Okay, yeah, that's.
We have smash into neutral now? Crazy. Not quite.
And then look at the respect from Dexter. He goes full screen, allows Oolong to flail with another smash attack.
Red Oolong's just scared. Oh, the Tims! Oh!
How did that beat the down air?
Oh, like the down air just finished the hitbox. I guess it might have still been an extended hurt box. And the clutch Tims come up to claim Oolong's soul.
It has to be the most Dexter game I've ever seen. He basically said
SD'd twice.
He SD'd twice, and every time he SD'd, he got better. This is a man who is not frustrated. He's not angry. He's disappointed in himself, and he wants to prove that he can play better.
And stunting on him. He said that game, every stock I took in the game, including my own, was my own doing.
That is definitely, he took 5 stocks right there.
He took 5 stocks in a 3-stock game. You love to see it. All the Dexter fans at home are having a good time after that one. Oolong reeling a little bit. The mental kind of just shattered in that scenario, too. Like, all you had to do was kind of put it in, and he couldn't clutch it, and now Dexter had a field day. His mentality's stronger than ever, honestly.
I mean, anytime we start forward smashing a neutral, that's kind of one of those where just like, please die.
Yeah.
I just want this stock.
Desperate.
I need this.
And wanting it too much is a deficit. You're telegraphing your intent, and it makes it easier for Dexter to play around it.
Easily. solid analysis here from Laurel, and then again, just barely missing that forward smash.
And it's just the sidewinder from Dexter as per usual, the back air of 1,000 kills, and it's the down smash to catch the neutral get up. Dexter is absolutely feeling himself and working towards a reset, Scabs.
I would be very surprised if we don't see a reset after like the way that Dexter's been playing these past couple stocks. And now here's the real problem, is that Oolong now is going to have to consider, is the character the problem or is it just the momentum?
I think the momentum is just shredding Oolong right now. He had a lot of it going into this set, even though he wasn't keen on fighting Dexter. But it's shown in the way his defensive options that are coming out, the way he's so stringent on throwing out like laggy kill moves because he's desperate to claim a stock. It's really clear to me that Red Oolong's a little bit shook, and like he's getting scooped up. Dexter 3 stocks right now,
and it really feels like the difference maker has been also the edge trapping. Like I cannot believe how frequently Dexter's had this man in the corner, but finally gets the ability to reset to neutral here, gets that down smash. Not quite a stock.
Ooh, I like that quick little parry into the up special. I mean, Red Oolong's found something. It's not a lot right now, but it is putting himself on the board. That's a good start. And even though he's Byleth, Dexter is, like you said, getting those ledge trappings. Dexter trying to get something for the fans.
I mean, the wall jump wolf flash, he's definitely pulling deep into his pockets here for these wild options. Just get up attack.
Yeah,
Thank you, Dexter. Thank you for not standard get upping and dying at 16.
He actually had to wait and think about it. That's the funny part.
I know.
He had a whole second to think,
what option shall I choose? That is definitely one of those like Ghostbusters choose the form of your destructor moments right there.
So you can see the toaster in Dexter's head with the toast popping up, and he's like, oh yeah, get him attack. I see. And as we say that, he lost another stock. Red Oolong finding his composure, it feels a little too late, honestly. But
if he tosses him off stage right now and kills him, like I'm gonna be. Like this is even.
Dexter?
Oh my lord, that was
going
the game.
Low. You love to see it. But he's still getting. Red Oolong is tuned in right now. That's dangerous though. You are at kill percentage. Don't get back air. Don't get smash attacks.
Don't get ledge trapped. Oh my!
Don't get ledge trapped.
Dexter didn't pay $5.99 for that move. Don't worry.
This is spooky. I'm scared, Scab.
This is an even game.
Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared right now. And it's the Tims. Oh man, he blasted. Red Oolong upset about that one, of course, because that's the bracket reset.
That is, but Oolong, I mean, you can be upset with the way that you played the previous game, perhaps, but that last stock.
That was clean.
That was 100% the gameplay pattern that Oolong is going to need to secure this victory. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Byleth back, because I was impressed by the way Oolong did it.
It was. If you just played that last stock like every single stock, go in the Wii Fit trainer. He needs something he's more confident in. It might not be the matchup that he likes, but it's the character he's most comfortable with. And sometimes
character he deserves.
It's not the character he needs, but it's the character he deserves.
100%.
Still the camper. Respectfully, of course. Respectfully. He's in the grands and I'm not, so credit where credit is due.
It's definitely one of those where like he's got the counter pick that he's certainly working on, but it's not quite there. Like we see a blueprint for it, so we're going back to the main and we have to see if the tried and true will seal victory here for Oolong.
That's the name of the game here. So again, comfort pick, nothing to scoff at, obviously. You want to be able to play at your best, and that's the character you played the most. But at the same time, Dexter is finding some, strong traction in this game one. I imagine that Red Oolong still has a little bit of mental game to recover from. He jumped right into this next set, which I'm surprised he didn't take a second to just breathe, get some water, like a 2-minute break just to reset your mental. Could go a long way, but he's eager to scrap with Dexter right now.
Speaking of scrapping, that's kind of the problem in this matchup, it feels like. We talked a little bit about the projectiles and the disjoints. It should be the projectiles and the reflectors, but really the bigger problem here is the fact that Dexter can approach from the air, and there's very little that Oolong can do. His out-of-shield game with this character is not good at all. Not good nearly enough to punish Dexter's forward air and back air, but does manage to get the get-up attack with that tilt right there, so getting this game to be just about even.
Built-in deep Arsene, courtesy of that deep breathing, goes a long way at helping Oolong scrap effectively with Wolf, which is easier said than done, that's for sure.
It is literally limit.
Yeah, better. It's Arsene, but you can choose to do it on your own, of your own free will. That's a free LC, if you will. Base game character.
It's one of those like some characters have like these absolutely character and matchup defining options, and I think that's it for this one. If Oolong can make the most out of these deep breathing moments when he has it, then he's going to be able to go ahead and get the victory. But like when it's in this spot where he's got that delay, which will take him a while to build it up. Oh, that's twice in a row he's done that.
The patience. Dexter getting too rash with that get-up attack, just getting swiftly punished with an F-tilt. Red Oolong finding footing, which is really good, resetting the mental, resetting hopefully the set in their favor, of course. But that's the thing, when deep breathing's on board, like that's so much percentage off of like 3 hits. 48%, my goodness. And a little bit of scoops. A little bit of scoops is a treat for Dexter.
Spot dodging the attempted dash grab right there by Oolong. That's, yeah, when you don't really have a ton of speed when you're grounded with this character unless you have deep breathing active. So whenever they're running at you, you know what they want. Like, it's either dash attack, which you can go ahead and spot dodge. Oh, you got the lock there?
Yeah, that's a cap lock with the nair. That's kind of nasty, not gonna lie. I can, as I'm watching this, I can really understand where Red Oolong is coming from in terms of why he doesn't like the matchup. You have to simultaneously juggle throwing projectiles while Dexter has a free reflector and a better projectile in terms of a transcendent laser. Never mind, it's a new set, it's a new SD. Forget what I said, because guess what? Dexter's just gonna hand that one right to Red Oolong.
You ever heard of the angel share before?
Please enlighten me.
It's a term used in like distillation for bourbon, where a little bit of it like soaks out and just like evaporates into the air. They call that the angel's share. I feel like Dexter has an angel's share of every set.
That's some Catherine trivia for me.
Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's.
I should have known you're a classy man that understands some little trivia like that.
I just like bourbon.
That also sounds about right. I was gonna say it sounds like a trivia from Catherine, the block climbing game.
Oh, I do love that game.
I love Catherine. Sure. Anyway, I love Red Oolong and Dexter beating each other up for solely my entertainment. Nobody else but me. A little bit of a treat for myself.
I mean, also we got the free extra set from these two here, so.
True. We'll take it, especially because Red Oolong, again, starting a little bit strong in this fresh set, game 1. Dexter, I think, with the color change. Green Wolf had to be a misclick, honestly. I've never seen that man not go blue, his tried and true blue.
That is true. I actually didn't notice that for a minute.
That's how we know something. The jig is up. You can't fool me, Dexter. Something's going on.
So that down smash, too, is kind of like a tale of things yet to come. Oolong very much likes to be at ledge and likes to reset his options and then use like things like header or his double jump to get back. The problem is that his up B like flanks above the stage. Yeah. You're very liable to get two-framed with it.
Not to mention Dexter is a master of ledge trapping, so putting yourself in the corner like that, even though it's where you kind of shine, Dexter can still just run away with it, and it's just so important.
Yep, you have to literally better player him. He's not going to let you get back for free.
I did like earlier, Dexter just like shined. I'm like, get off me.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, step off, bro.
Hey, it's got inbound on startup.
I gotta say, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, but understanding that Red Oolong doesn't like this due to having to fight the reflector, but still having to use them enough to pressure Dexter, but also using deep breathing to scrap, leaving him vulnerable.
Greedy.
Like, yeah, very greedy.
You cannot. You absolutely have to be super careful. You have to earn your deep breathing interactions, and right there.
Yes. And again, the laser beats out that medicine ball. You have to really pick and choose your battles so bad because of that deep breathing, like you said. So Oolong doesn't get a free pass to just absolutely button it up like Dexter does, and he can't just freewheel projectiles either. So you have to be so deliberate, so careful with your choices, or you're just going to get run over by Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf can kind of just better character you on a lot of points of the game.
He really can. Like, he can just nair you and invalidate a lot of your go-tos.
Okay, take the DBZ. Dexter coming out on top thanks to the stock lead.
A little bit of a fresh game for everybody here.
Yeah, down smash trading. I'll take it.
Love to see it.
Oh, the tomahawk, so good. Oolong's been really good about doing out of shield up tilts. Basically just a way to get your opponent out off of you when they land.
Jeez. No tech either. And
that's a 0 to death. That is a crazy 0 to death by Dexter. It is neutral win after neutral win.
Okay, Wolf, you didn't need to rub it in, bro. I get that you're good, but I bet, come on, bro.
I swear he chooses that one.
He has to. The subtle, he probably does that for himself, you know?
Just to let people know.
Going to Hollow Bastion for the counter pick. You know, big, long stage with that big platform. You can kind of camp underneath the center, make it a little bit harder. But again, it's harder for Oolong to camp with that Wii Fit because Wolf has both a transcendent laser and a reflector. So it's such a difficult game for him. But I respect that he has to fight Claw and Tim, just like Dexter does with his moves. Not tooth and nail, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Claw and
Tim. I dig that one.
Tim's a very nice guy. We like him. As we say that, though, Dexter's taking advantage of that center stage by just camping, sharking the platform, waiting for Red Oolong to try to land, and if he just doesn't, he doesn't get to.
And Dexter, he's been mixing up what he does out of that shine because you can cancel it like frame 1. Yeah, you put yourself in that awkward spot, though, after getting that one projectile reflected. Oolong immediately went to his safe place. He went to the edge, and Dexter saying, yeah, this is not free real estate, my friend.
That nair tripped, by the way. That first nair that started that combo, it made him trip. Yeah, I didn't even know that could do that. Dexter inventing new ways.
Listen, man, I've stopped being like scared by that kind of stuff after you made me trip with Cloud back air.
Hey,
that hit me. That happened to me like literally once. I'm just like, okay, this is a clown game.
He needs it.
Don't you lie to lie to me if you must, but don't lie to yourself.
I'll be honest, as what is it, George Washington? I shall not tell a lie, Scabs, and he doesn't need it. Right, Dexter is shimmying around him. My goodness, like that's so brutal. Yeah, Red Oolong again getting greedy with the deep breathing.
And we're kind of just seeing here is that Oolong likes to play neutral from the corner. Dexter loves having you in the corner. Yeah. It's a character as well as a player matchup problem here. It's
just so difficult. I can totally see where he's coming from. The mental is deteriorating just a bit. Like I can see the gears really are turning in his head, and you can see those moments of brilliance of just like calling him out, causing some problems for him. But Red Oolong is getting his number called over and over again in a lot of these interactions, and it's both the player and the character.
Yeah, this is, even though Red Oolong is coming from the winner side of bracket, he has a 0-11 record against Dexter. So this is not just a Master Wolf showing us the matchup here. This is the player differential 2, perhaps. He's got a real good grip on what Oolong's habits are.
And that's the thing. Dexter is a man that is cold calculating, but also takes into account those player habits and builds off of them.
Look at that. He just waited on like the defensive option after the tech. Like he understood that he couldn't get the dash grab and he said, you're going to spot dodge, you're terrified.
Getting the deep breathing, but how long will it last before Dexter finds something? That's a parry, not getting the grab, and I like the patience from Red Oolong, but it's not enough.
Landed with the forward tilt, and that should not quite do it. Great DI from Oolong. Making a fool out of me.
Dexter trying to do something a little bit sneaky. Yeah, a little bit of scoops. And this is game point for Red Oolong after losing, what, 3-1 or 3-2?
It was game 5 in the first one for the Byleth. So the Byleth actually performing better here than the Wii Fit trainer.
Which, again, it makes sense character-wise, even though... Oh, going to FD. Tekken, what do we got? What do we got? Dist thins out as the music. I love players that will go out of their way to counterpick music for the people.
Also, I will never complain about oh, no. Oh, it's the Red Oolong Kazuya. We've seen this before. No. If you leave Final D open, the man reaches deep into the pockets for the bad man.
Into the trenches. Mr. Mishima approaches.
The antagonist of Smash.
No business suit because this is not business to Red Oolong.
He's in the business of giving Dexter the business, and it's about time to see if business is booming.
This is the streets, Kazuya. He's not playing around anymore. What's that win?
All right, cutscene time? No, he doesn't get the spike.
Oh, but hey, we're getting something, that's for sure. A little bit starting.
I mean, at this point, this is a bad matchup for Wolf, 100%.
Really?
Because his neutral is good, but he has to fight Kazuya Mishima.
That's fair.
And Kazuya tends to win if you have to fight Kazuya Mishima.
That's fair. And on FD. Dexter kind of fumbled the punish there, that's for sure. And that's a quick little old 40 you're going to have to hold.
Yeah. How does it feel to be a kill percent there?
It feels bad, says Dexter.
Every time that kills, I have to, like, it's a full belly laugh out of me.
He platters you, like he delivers you on a platter from something just to bop you.
It's the Yoshimitsu, like, spin, basically, from Tekken.
Oh, wee!
Exactly.
A little bit of a take on the carousel, Dexter. Have a good time. And just getting grabbed, getting comboed. I mean, Dexter kind of is in control of this game, but he just got slapped.
He's in control, and everybody's in control until they land the electric wind god fist.
Everyone thinks they can fight until they get punched in the jaw. Exactly. You know?
Everybody got a plan.
Everybody got a plan until you get punched. Everybody got a plan until Mr. Mishima takes you to FD.
Yep.
And then it all goes out the window, and you pray to whatever deity will listen. But most of them are scared of Mr. Mishima.
For good reason, too.
Exactly.
Beating out that two-frame attempt with the down smash with that jump here. And now Oolong, he's got the rage drive, and he just goes for it. He just goes for it.
I'm surprised it didn't grab it, actually, off of the up smash.
He just goes for it.
Hey, the man has a strategy, and he's sticking to it, and it's the kill button. Oh, I love that.
That's a sick recovery, actually.
Yeah, it was really good.
What? He actually got the roll from Dexter, too.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
Dexter does land the back air here, so this is potentially the final stock of Red Oolong's tournament life here.
This is looking kind of rough. I mean, this is Mr. Mishima, so I will never doubt it for a second, Scabs.
Yeah, the second that you say it's kind of rough, he hits the electric and the boogie directly after.
It's true. Oh, hey, a little bit of a 1-2 parry. And he's just looking for a grab. Hey, come here.
Real talk, it's kind of hard to buffer a dash out of the double parry. Like I
is.
can't get that consistently. It's so crazy. So like getting like a dash grab is difficult. He just gets the grab there. Can't get the down air again. Dexter understands his jump, and that will no. It does actually take
It looked
the
like
stop.
it wasn't, but maybe Red Oolong kind of gave up, and you can see in the he's a little bit defeated from that one. It's a heartbreaker to make it to grands, and then your nemesis comes in from losers, looking for that #1 spot, eager to clean your clock.
Yeah, so that's a difficult spot right there for sure for Red Oolong. It definitely felt like he could, if he jumped, I think he had it right there for the DI, because it looked like the DI was on point. It just didn't kill the momentum. He either air dodged toward the blast zone, or he just didn't jump and
Maybe he thought that it was the kill and he let go with a stick or something, but either way, that's a heartbreaker.
Definitely a difficult spot for sure, but Dexter wins all the way from loser's bracket after being knocked down by Moru in, I want to say that was winner's quarters.
Yeah, it was a best-of-3 set. Cleaned him.
So this has been a heck of a bracket right there, but it does end with an old favorite in Dexter returning from a break to seize control. Just like we had a couple of old friends return from a break on commentary, such as Let It Rain, always a pleasure casting with you. And then shout-outs to, we had Poe, African Batman, as well as Playground, and I think there's one more player, Anonymous Badger, all coming back from the break here to provide phenomenal commentary all night. Always a pleasure when we got the whole crew out today.
Always nice to have the people. But that is going to be it for us. A pre-midnight ending of the local. A little bit of a smaller one tonight, but still a lot of good action. So it's been absolutely fantastic, Scabs.
Definitely, Let It Rain, always a pleasure. And y'all, you can catch us next week.